Alright, sorry about that. I got distracted and, well, yeah, things happen. So, I decided just to cut there, and we're starting a new one. And on this one, well, I don't really know what to do. Okay, what I want to do, let me slow the game down a little bit, is I definitely want to try and get more of the automation going. So, like, the auto sweepers and whatnot, have that all going. I really should be doing something with this brine, even if I'm not using it 100% right now. I do want to plan on using it. So one thing I need is refinement, if I can remember where it is. Wait, do I not have it yet? Ooh, that could be bad. I'm gonna have to research that if I don't have it. I need a desalinator. No, I do not have it yet. This one, I need a desalinator that will remove salt from brine or salt water and give us water. So I need that because I want to put that into a machine. And then I want to use the water that we get to be used in a oxygen production room. I said this last episode. Like, oh yeah, I'll get right on top of that, and never did. So, since it's going to take these guys forever, and I got a hair in my mouth, let me see what my new printing pod thing is. Ooh, a slickster! Okay. This actually, I think, is going to be very useful to me. I just wish I could, like, properly catch it. Slickster will different the lava, and it'll become an adult one. These guys can actually eat carbon dioxide and turn that into crude oil. There's other variants, but I'll deal with those later on. If I go over to the gases, I actually don't have that much carbon dioxide buildup, surprisingly. Like, I knew this thing would be doing work, but, wow, like, it's just filled with polluted. Probably from this and all of this down there, and that's probably not helping me. But if I can get that guy into an atmosphere of carbon dioxide, oh yeah, it's also going down there. We can essentially use that little guy to get ourselves crude oil, which could be useful for getting things such as plastic and whatnot. I'm just, like, not kicking myself, I'm just, like, a little annoyed. Like, dang it, like, I don't have any good spots. I didn't expect this thing to be working so good. As a matter of fact, if it's working that good, let me cut the line for right now. We'll get back to that one later. Okay, let's get this towel built right now. Some carbon dioxide will definitely build up here, and this little guy can eat it. Get you go over to their little wiki page. We can see these guys like it hot. And yeah, they will take 20 kilograms of CO2 and turn that into 10 kilograms of crude oil. Now, I would not really rely too heavily on trying to use slicksters to get yourself crude oil, as much as I would use them as just a way of getting rid of carbon dioxide. If things get too cold, they become long-haired slicksters, which do nothing but eat oxygen, so, I mean, if you want to have a critter around, okay, that's fine, don't have to feed them or anything, but it's not the best. But if you can get them into a hot room and get them into a molten slickster, they will take carbon dioxide and give you out straight petroleum, which is what crude oil can be turned into. And, okay, right there, this little critter already did some work, making me some, well, not much, did give me some crude oil. And crude oil can be very good, because it has, actually, let me go, can I actually, there we go. So crude oil is a liquid. It can be frozen by, well, getting it very cold. It won't change its state until it hits 400 degrees Celsius, but when it does that, it just turns into petroleum. And petroleum won't turn into a gas until it hits 500 degrees Celsius. So, if you want to, say, make a very hot room and have a way to allow people in and out, if you can get yourself enough crude oil, in a situation like this, say, have yourself a thing of crude oil, and then probably a vacuum here, and then another thing, be it water or crude oil, you can have a very hot room Preferably, I would make this all of insulation rather than tile, or do like what I'm doing here by getting rid of the gases, by essentially making a big vacuum around it and make a hot room that people can get in and out of, which is a plan I have for the future. And let me speed things up a little bit. Yeah, we keep dealing with the issue of starvation. Alright, so I was doing a little bit of work off camera, looking at some of my old saves, and this is the general gist of the oxygen production area that I want to do. We're going to be using 2 electrolyzers. Going to have them on top of airflow tiles. So these guys will take in... Well, the brine will get converted to normal water through the desalinator. That water will come down here. It'll also be used for cooling and then go into these electrolyzers. The electrolyzers will take the oxygen, which will be heavy, and go down, while also releasing hydrogen, which is lighter and will go up. Hydrogen will go up here to this gas pump that will be set onto a timer. Not timer. Shoot, do I not even have that yet? It'll go to a sensor that will determine how much oxygen is in the room. No, the Atmos sensor. So it'll be like, hey, is there so much hydrogen? Okay, go. And then it'll be the same thing down here. Is there so much oxygen down here? Yes, then go. And when that stuff comes out, though, the oxygen and hydrogen coming out from the electrolyzers gets hot. We can look at it. I want to say the water always comes out at, like, 70 degrees Celsius? I know it has a temperature that it will come out of, unless the water is hotter than that. So let's just say 70 Celsius. So it comes out at 70 Celsius, and, well, even though this water will be at, like, even if this water is at 6 degrees Celsius, it will go to electrolyzers, get heated up to 70, and then go to the room. We want to use the brine to essentially cool down the room using radiant piping to go through the room, cool it down so that when the gas pumps, work with me brain, when the gas pumps work, it'll take oxygen that has been cooled down by the brine and then take that out. That brine will then be converted into normal water because this stuff can get very cold. I think it says, yeah, negative 10°C. So I need to make sure that when I convert this brine into normal water that it's not freezing, because otherwise it's going to break the pipes. So that's why we're going to convert it into... We're going to exchange the heat and then turn it into water to go into that. And yeah, these manual airlocks are to essentially, 1, allow my duplicates to get in and out without, well, getting themselves stuck. And 2, the manual airlocks will be a solid wall, kind of like this mechanized airlock. Thus making it so that the oxygen has to go... If oxygen is to go over this way, it has to go up past the hydrogen and go over this way. Which, hopefully, from my attempts and whatnot from previous saves, will not be the case. I will, however, have to get the duplicates into the room, and probably not there. I'm gonna say my best bet for right now is probably getting rid of the electrolyzers to allow them to get in. Also, I can't have this flowing if I want them to get the insulated tiles in, unless I have them just digging through that, which might just be the much easier job for them to do. So yeah, I think I'm going to just cut here and come back if something interesting happens. Honestly, at this rate, is either going to get built, we're going to have this thing go off, or someone's going to starve to death. I'm hoping it's this, first off, but yeah. Oh, and by the way, I also never fixed the whole heating issue with this area up here. It's still very hot. I've been thinking about contemplating what I want to do, because I don't want to just dig this place out, because all that water's just going to come flowing out, but I also don't know what to really do. Also, I just want to demolish this stuff. This stuff has no use to me, really. So that can all just go bye-bye. Alright, well, they're actually getting work done here, so I'm happy about that. Either way, the printing pod went off again. Sand. That's what you're gonna offer me, sand. Well, we're almost at 60 cycles in, so I think I would like to actually get myself another duplicate. I like you just from the look of it, and I don't think I have you or anybody with blue hair. You are unempathetic, so you don't care about medicine. You have a high thing for research. You're apparently an interior decorator and germ resistant, which could be good, considering a lot of people are getting sick. What about the other two? Green Thumb, No. You're a farmer. I don't really know if I need a farmer. A builder? It would be nice to have someone just dedicated to building. Especially when you have Handy, that makes you even better at building. Alright, I really want you, Abe. I just wish that you were... Well, I wish I had Abe's interest on pay here. Also, I need a name and a color for you, which I did not plan out.
Okay, so since there's two different ways of spelling the same color, G-R-E-Y and G-R-A-Y, how about we just call you Gray? I'm trying to please everybody, which means I'm pleasing nobody, in which case, I'm now here to fight everyone. Because that's how things usually work out, right? Let's just get you a bed. And, well, Gray, despite the fact that you are a researcher, I think I'm gonna have you be solely in the building. If I can find it. Yeah, you. I got two people researching right now, and if the time comes, I will definitely have you researching as well, but research is not my main focus right now. Building is.
Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, this is another day, just because I didn't have time for everything, and, well, I got to thinking, and I wanted to check out a few things. First off, the colony summary. I want to go over here to check out Carnivore. I have 40 cycles left. It says 41, but we'll just say 40. I have 40 cycles left, and I have to get about 275,000 calories of food. We're doing better than I thought we were. But I don't know if I am making enough meat to fully get us to that 400,000. I think the big issue right now is that I'm also trying to go for super sustainable, which I can't use a natural gas, petroleum, wood burner, or coal generator, meaning I'm just always generating power using the hamster wheels. And I think I need to think back and learn to cut where I need to cut and focus on what I need to focus. So things like that one is going to be turned off. And these two, I might just have go on one line if I can hit the right button. This may seem dumb to have everything on, but I think right now this is going to be my best option. I'm going to actually shut you off. And we're not using you, so that's fine. I don't have... Wait, do I have the... I don't think I have the plumbing set up yet. No, I'm getting it set up, but I do not have it connected yet, so that's all fine. I want us to just kind of get things focused where it needs to be focused. Right now, that's mostly on the electric drill. I'll have people building when I need to be building, but for the most part, I need to find more critters, which is going to need digging. Also, for these guys, I keep going on the fence back and forth how I want to treat them. I think for right now, though, we can feed them any mealwood seeds that we got. They'll eat the seeds, and from that they will stay tame. I'm just playing things by ear. Also, I can get rid of you. Another thing that came to my mind, and I really should have done this, like, forever ago. I'm not doing anything with these 2 ranches right now. I mean, I'm trying to get these guys, but the temperature in this area is too warm? I don't know. Wait, did these guys actually start... Wait a minute, did this actually start working? Get out of the way. Yeah, I think these guys are actually growing now. Oh, so the temperature did take care of itself. Interesting. Just barely, but alright, so... I guess I can leave these guys alone, although you're out here. Wait. Oh, you're happy because you're wild. Okay, well, you're food. Well, if that's working, I'll leave these guys alone. And instead, I'll go over to this one and turn this one, not for puff, because I don't have any. We'll turn this one into hatches. That way we can get ourselves another farm set up for more hatches, and, well... We'll just... set the auto wrangle just to get, these guys, moving and whatnot. And, yeah, the other thing is that I think we just need to be digging. I need to be finding food, and getting critters like these guys down here might be better off than doing nothing right now. But because it didn't make much difference, hello, if they're just sitting there doing nothing. Yep, there you go, we just see these guys eating the mealwood. Okay, that's good. And as they're eating mealwood, their chance for a glossy Draco increases, so extra nice. Alright, it's time for another duplicant, and you need the light to sleep, and you fall asleep periodically. Sounds like awful, considering the fact you just fall asleep forever. So you're out. I could go for you and just get rid of you, but nah. Mouse breather, I mean, that's not the worst thing, although it is annoying, because then they have to generate more oxygen. A rock fan, the whole meteor shower thing, but I think we'll take you. We don't have a doctor, as alongside the fact that you're also a rancher, that seems extra nice. So, we'll just get you right aboard Violet. Violet? You turned him Violet, Violet! Never wrong to have extra hands on the whole ranching side of things. Rancher first, doctor second. Alright, time for another duplicant. Ari, a green sum and a caregiver, but is a pacifist. Honestly, that's not too bad, considering everyone else can just do attacking, farming, supplying, and decorating. That's not too bad. Meep! Doctor and Ranger, early bird with a bottomless stomach, and Nisbet, an uncultured, plant-murdering kitchen menace who is a supplier and an operator. Operator is not too bad, because I believe that means that they are better on the hamster wheel. However, a bottomless stomach, Meep, actually doesn't sound too bad. And the name I got in mind, if I can find it again, was a navy blue. Come along, Meep. Hello, hello, hello! I was just noticing the, What the heck? I just saw you. What? Okay, I was just saying before, I was noticing these poke shells. I swear there was another one over here. Where did he go? But I found this. We got another geyser somewhere out. Well, right out here. We got another random geyser. Who knows what this one could be? Also, these guys, Freezeward. I haven't talked about them yet. But essentially, these guys can absorb heat. They are a way of deleting heat, as far as I can tell. The issue is that when they are, like, wild, they are only 25% efficient compared to when they actually are domestic. However, they require phosphorus, naturally grown, but if you have, say, a farm of Dracos, like I do, which I am trying to fix because it apparently got too hot again, these guys will actually excrete phosphorus. Also, I had an idea of how I can actually, like, cool this stuff down. I should have done it a long time ago. I need to go either dig up here or dig down here and get myself some ice, like these guys are doing right now. Thank you very much. I want to go to Utilities, a temperature shift plate, and I want to make one out of ice. I put that down, that will literally go right here. Because it's ice, it's going to melt pretty quickly. But that ice will then bring chill to the entire area. I want to get this tower built first, and then this temperature shift plate, because all that water is just going to go all over the place. I gotta be careful, because... I was gonna... Oh. Okay, that's fine. If this was, say, like, a salt water, it will destroy the plants. You do actually have to worry about that. Salt will destroy crops. So, do not salt the earth. Okay. So, this is a temperature shift plate. It will immediately bring its cool... It's actually surviving a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought it would, like, immediately just melt. Oh, shoot, he got stuck. I am on the fence. An Arbor Acorn could be useful because we can use that for stuff later on. But Catalina here actually seems interesting. She starts off as ranching right off the bat, and she is a rancher, so that's great. Can't do cooking, no problem with that. Slow building gets a little bit counteracted by having an interest in building, so that can just counteract that one. And she starts off with a thing, so I can literally give her a building. I think... Catalina, I think you're gonna be duplicate number 16. Just another issue is that I have to find another color to name you after. I don't think I have this one yet. I think I have green, but I don't think I have emerald. No, so hello there, emerald green. Yeah, you start off with that. Oh, I can just have you go straight into that? Oh, but it does still cost you the, morale. That is something you have to keep an eye on. But I could just have you go straight in the building, which will counteract that -3 you have. So we'll have you just get that to begin with. So you can be both a rancher and a builder, which is nice to have. I just need to give you a bed, and unfortunately I don't have a table for you. Because I really need to just move my Great Hall. I've just been so focused on getting the food done. And I'm going to stop. Once we hit 70 cycles, we're done. We're done with this entire video, because this video is probably going on for long enough. But we are doing well. We are doing well on Locavore, I do believe. Carnivore, sorry. We already beat Locavore. Yes, we're almost halfway there. With about 30 cycles left. So I am happy about that. Things are going a little bit slower than I want, but I mean, things are also... It feels like things are going fast now that I try to stop things going on. This is almost done, so I'm happy about that. It looks like only one more piece of piping, and then I can essentially just close this room off. Let's put these doors back on auto. That way, when they put the last piece in, they can just do that, walk through, go out, and everything will be fine. Now, one thing I should point out is that this one, as I said earlier on, is going to be for hydrogen. I have it set up so it's going up this way, hitting this, and then potentially going over this way. How this works is that this is a gas element sensor. I have it set up, if I actually go to the automation, where is that? You. So this guy will essentially say, hey, what are you in the pipe? Are you oxygen? Sorry, right, it's set for hydrogen. Are you hydrogen? No. Okay, so that sends a red signal over to this nut gate, and because it's red, it becomes out green, meaning that the vent is open, so oxygen will go out. Are you hydrogen? Yes, that becomes a green signal, which makes this nut gate become a red signal, closing the vent and allowing the hydrogen to keep moving forward to my eventual hydrogen generator. So, this hydrogen generator, from personal experience, combining that with, wrong thing, a smart battery, can essentially power everything down here on its own. It won't be able to power the desalinator or the liquid pump, I do believe. That will probably have to require its own power source. But in theory, that can supply all of this down here, and maybe you might have the last piece to this entire system. Okay, so I have the cold water come from here. It's going down, out, and around until it comes into this one. This is all insulated piping, so it will transfer its temperatures to the environment slower than normal piping. So it goes out to here, goes and connects into the radiant piping, which will greatly transfer its temperature to the air around it, which will essentially just go around this room to cool down the oxygen and the hydrogen, until eventually going back up this way to the desalinator, which will then take its water and put it into 2 electrolyzers. I just need to actually let Navy get out of here, so Navy's not getting trapped. Get rid of this ladder, and then just build the second electrolyzer, and everything should be fine. Also, from this setup, it's just very nice. It's just one straight line across for the electrolyzers and the 2 gas pumps. It's just this gas pump over here that needs to be different. Also, I'm making these out of gold. It shouldn't matter too much, but I just wanted to be safe rather than sorry, ensuring that we got what we needed. Also, you notice that these pipes are broken. Well, I say broken. Separated because I didn't want them to do the wrong piping, and I can always just connect them, then cancel them. And if I make a mistake, the disconnect can just, boop, get them out of there. I just want to make sure I'm using the right piping for what I want. So now they just have to build in this electrolyzer. Let's get that done. Put in that last thing of insulated tile, and this entire system will be ready to go. And as we can actually see, this thing is building up. I have thought about doing the same thing over to this one, and they are working on it slowly. Mostly because they are focused mostly on the other side. Let's actually take this all out. You can also see just how this is going. Where did this water come from? Hello? You can also see that the temperature, it's still hot. Like, the temperature shift plate of ice did help, but it's still hot. But it should be enough to get these plants growing for a while until I need to do something about it. Worst case scenario, another temperature shift plate. But hopefully when we get this system up and running, we can just have the cold oxygen just flowing into the base, and that will help deal with heat issues. Oh, Gray. Gray, girl, what are you doing? This is why you can't trust these duplicates. But you gotta be careful, because snow can fall down on their heads. Great, what are you doing? Get out. Okay, this might be the last thing for the day. Salt water, thank you. Biohazard, Kitchen Minute, Slow Learner. Nah, I don't like that one. Even though I don't really care so much about the science, it's the skill leveling and whatnot, so... no. You can't dig, so I don't really like that. Quick Learner is nice, Night Owl is also fine. So that means my options are Ellie or Saltwater. You're a plant killer with an iron gut. No, if I got emerald, I think I have to go for... do I have ruby? I don't think I have sapphire yet, so sapphire it is. I think I spelled that wrong, but I'll find out later. I'll go board sapphire, and I really need to deal with things. You can be a doctor, because why not? We don't have one yet. Alright, we're officially at day 70. Let me just give one last skill to Red. There you go. We didn't really do too much, I think, in the terms of research. Although that being said, I'm honestly kind of happy with where we are. I definitely need to get this one sooner rather than later for proper metal refinery, because it's a 1-to-1 compared to my 2-to-1. Although I still have to do a lot with hatches for an achievement, but that'll be later on. Not too worried about medicine right now. Gas, a couple of things I need to get into. Exosuits would be great, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Like, Slime Lung is kind of stinky, but it doesn't really matter too much. And how are we doing on Carnivore? We are halfway there, and we got 30 cycles. I think we're where I want to be. Because what? We were at 40? No, we're a little bit less. I was at like 125, and now we're up to, in like 11 cycles later, at 208. I might be behind. So I might have to put more focus on the incubators, because I kind of ignored them for a while. Same thing with the Paku. I have to keep an eye on them. But hopefully everything will be, like, now that the system's fully working and whatnot, because we got eggs over here. You'll be hatching soon. You, not as much. Yeah, some of these guys take a long time. 6, 7, 9, 15, 17, 17. Yeah, some of these eggs are going to take a while. 38, 40. Huh, thought I'd have more than that. Dang. Shh. And I also haven't been finding too much by digging, but I've also been focusing on trying to get this thing built. But one small thing I still haven't gotten over here yet, that I noticed. I mostly noticed it when I was, just looking at the colony summary earlier. Is it out here? Oh, and shoot, we're actually close to the end of the walls. That's interesting. If I just go over this real quick. If I look at the colony summary, look over here, I see 2 things, oh, actually 3 things. Something in the bottom left, something in this top right, and something above us. So, let's go down to this bottom left area. Oh, we can find the fossils. Oh, okay. Oh, that kind of thinks that actually tells me where they are, if that's the case, because I'm assuming that means that the other fossil was somewhere over this way. Yes. And that would mean the last one is up here, yeah. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. I never had to actually deal with these. I've only seen them once before, and I didn't have to deal with it too much. Sporchid. Or Spore Child. They give out zombie spores. In carbon dioxide, and there's over 1 million of them. The only way to get rid of them is through chlorine. So, okay, that's gonna be that's gonna be something. That will be something for later on. It's actually not all that far away from it, but we will deal with that much later on. Speaking of which, where's the one from this? Oh, over there. So we can hopefully just dig our way over to that soon enough. We'll deal with that later on. Until next time, so long, farewell, and hopefully we won't starve.